What is up, everybody? Welcome on in. This is Chris with Hobby Legends, and we are ripping some more Marvel. This is another character break for 2024 Marvel's Masterpiece 92 Platinum for auctions that did end last night on eBay. And just like always, this is a character break with one exception. The Battle Spectrum, that is their own spot. Everything else you see will go to the character pictured on the card. So let's get our case open and get to ripping. And for anybody watching live, make sure to put your spots in chat and let's see if the boxes can find something nice and low numbered for you. So let's free our 18 boxes of goodness and get to ripping. All right, our boxes have been freed. It is time. Let us do this, everybody. All right, Mr. Murphine, let's find some Dr. Doom action for you. Come on, Doom. And hopefully this is one of those breaks where we find him aplenty. Because a couple breaks we've done well with him, and then other breaks we have not found much at all. So let's see if this is the one where we can find some goodies for you. Well, hopefully that's not the case, so hopefully we can find something nice for you today. We're going to lead off with Major Victory, followed by Captain Britain on the leather, and then Rogue on the blue tracks. All right, Whisker looking for Shatterstar and Morbius. Speak of the devil. Let's see if we can find him on a parallel for you. Followed by Deathbird on the canvas, Hobgoblin on the rainbow, Nomad on the cover variant, and then Namorita on the leather. Oh, there's my boy Remy LeBeau, the Gambit. And we're going to have our first numbered card. Looks like a red prism. And that is going to the Ghost Rider spot on the red prism. So Ghost Rider is our first spot to strike with some numbered action. And he is 243 of 492 on the red prism, followed by the Hobgoblin on the canvas. Spider-Man on the corner box creations, and then Silver Surfer on the canvas. Ooh, we have some more numbered action. It's going to be a pink lasers. And I know those wings. It is Archangel on the pink lasers. And for Archangel, he is 207 of 992. Followed by Hawkeye on the leather. Hey, what's up, Jimmy? I don't know. I think a lot of people are just, if they're not working, they're just at home. Because it's just too cold. Deathlock on the Fantastic covers. Followed by Dazzler on the canvas. And this is one of the rare days where we actually don't have any baseball breaks. Pink Lasers coming up, and that is Human Torch on the Pink Lasers cover variant. And for Human Torch, he is 569 of 692. Followed by Tony Stark, Iron Man on the clear cut. Yeah, that could be. They're gaming right now. Namor on the corner box creations, followed by Cable on the canvas. But it just dawned on me, like when we looked at the schedule, it is not very often where we actually don't have any baseball breaks. Namor the Submariner on the blue tracks cover variant, followed by Red Skull on the clear cut. And two more packs here to go in box one. Cover variant for Weapon Omega, and then Green Goblin on the canvas. That is Jean Grey on the cover variant rainbow. And then one of our attorneys, the She-Hulk on the clear cut. And that is it for box number 1. All right, box 2. Can we get lower? We did see 2 numbered cards, but they were a pink laser and a red prism. So box 2, let's get lower. Seismic gold or better, please and thank you. Thanos on the leather. Followed by Quasar on the blue tracks. Oh, and we might have one of those Adam Warlock boxes where he is protecting each and every pack. Black Panther on the canvas. And then Black Widow on the rainbow. And there he is again, Mr. Warlock. So we ran into a couple of those boxes though where Adam Warlock is the last card in every single pack. Mr. Sinister on the cover variant. Followed by Galactus on the leather. And there's Mr. Warlock. I know, right, Murphy? Hopefully it's only a couple boxes like that, because we did have one case where it was like 11 boxes of Warlock. And we do have a red prism, and that is going to Bullseye on the red prism. And for Bullseye, he is 56 of 492. Followed by Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic on the canvas. Yeah, no, those would both be great hits, because the Metallurgy, they are a case hit. Only 1 per case, so that would be a fantastic parallel to find for you. Nova on the corner box creations. Then Professor X on the canvas. And guess who? Hanging out in the back of the pack. I think they're overcorrecting for the error cards. That's exactly it, Whisker, because the first run, all the Adam Warlocks said Apocalypse on the back. Namor the Submariner on the pink lasers. And for Namor, he is 624 of 992. Followed by the White Queen on the leather. And yeah, you can see it says Adam Warlock. This is the corrected version. So I wonder if we're going to have another run where they have Apocalypse, his corrected version. Because currently all his cards say Adam Warlock on the back. Spider-Gwen on the corner box creations. And then cool, Wolverine on the canvas. It's a little Wolvie action early today. Deathlock on the cover variant, followed by Jean Grey on the clear cut, and Mr. Warlock protecting the back of the pack. And double shot of Thor and Hulk on the fantastic covers. And we will put this to the side. If we don't find another one, we will do a random at the end of the break. But most of the time, we end up finding 2 in a case. Strong Guy on the canvas. Ooh, we do have a red prism coming up. And that is going to Strong Guy on the red prism cover variant. And for Strong Guy, he is 26 of 292. Followed by Nick Fury on the clear cut. What's up, Flez? And who'd you pick up in this one? Who are you looking for you? Cage on the cover variant. And then Kurt Connors, the Lizard, on the canvas. And guess who? Hanging out in the back of the pack. Doc Ock on the rainbow cover variant. Followed by the Incredible Hulk on the clear cut. And let's jump into another box. Let's see if we're Warlock free in this box. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I like those spots. Let's see if we can find some Beast or Nightcrawler action for you. Or hopefully a little bit of both. And that's 2 boxes, and we have not seen a lenticular yet. Usually we find quite a few of them. Human Torch on the cover variant. And behind him, that is Luke Cage, and I believe that is a wood. So very nice. We usually find 2 to 3 woods per case. Our first one today is going to Cage. So nice hit for Luke Cage. And then, oh no, we got another Warlock box. Mole Man on the canvas, followed by Dazzler on the rainbow. And guess who? Protecting the back of the pack. Doctor Strange on the leather, followed by Kang on the Blue Tracks variant. Apocalypse on the canvas, and then Cable on the rainbow. Cyclops on the corner box creations, and then I think we have a holo foil. We sure do, and it is going to Nick Fury on the holo foil. And this is one of those cards that, like, if you hit one and have it in person, they look so much better in person. It is tough to get the little holograms in the background on camera. But congrats to the Nick Fury spot on the holo foil. And they really are, because I've sorted a couple times. And when we have these boxes with extra Warlocks, my goodness, do you get a lot of them. Kingpin on the cover variant, pink lasers. It's a little Wilson Fisk action. And he is 201 of 692. And we do have our first lenticular. And it is going to the cover boy, Silver Surfer on the lenticular. See, and that's another cool one because you got all the planets in the background behind Silver Surfer. So nice hit for the Silver Surfer spot. And I hope Manny got him again because we haven't found much for Silver Surfer in our first 8 breaks. Venom on the corner box creations. And there you go, a little Morbius action on the clear cut. So a little action there for Whisker. Dazzler on the cover variant. And then Leader on the canvas. That is Thor on the Rainbow Fantastic cover. So that is a worthy one. And behind Thor, we're going to have a clear cut going to the Hawkeye spot on the clear cut. Going to lead off with Doom in this pack. Followed by Super Skrull on the cover variant Rainbow. And Colossus on the canvas. That is Rogue on the clear cut. Followed by Green Goblin on the Rainbow. And guess who? Hanging out in the back of the pack. He is going to lap the field in this one. Kingpin on the cover variant. And then Phoenix on the canvas. And Mr. Warlock hanging out in the back. So that brings us to our next box. And so far we've had 2 boxes that are Warlock friendly. So let's see if this box is another one. It just makes me wonder if in later runs if we're going to have the same thing with Apocalypse. To where he has all his corrected cards in the back of the packs as well. Hulk on the cover variant. Followed by Mojo on the leather. Magneto on the canvas. Followed by Ultron on the rainbow. Ooh, very nice. Little action for Remy LeBeau. Gambit on the leather. And then White Queen on the blue tracks. Johnny Blaze on the canvas. And then Namor the Submariner on the rainbow. And our first look at Nightcrawler today on the base card. Love to see something nice and low numbered for Nightcrawler. Captain Marvel on the corner box creations. Ooh, very nice. That is Venom on the holo foil. See if I can get the little holograms in there. But nice hit for the Venom spot on the holo foil. Bullseye on the pink lasers cover variant. And we'll look at his number in a second because behind him we're going to have a lenticular. And very cool. There you go. Some Morbius action on the lenticular. So there you go, Whisker. We saw him on the clear cut earlier, and now the lenticular. And man, do I love these cards. So congrats on the Morbius action. And then for Bullseye, he is 662 of 692 on the pink lasers. Wolverine on the fantastic covers, followed by Mojo on the clear cut. Hopefully we find something next for Shatterstar for you. Thor on the corner box creations, followed by Darkhawk on the canvas. And we haven't seen a Plexi yet either. We usually see 6 to 7 per case. That is Cable on the rainbow corner box creations, followed by Doctor Strange on the clear cut. Thor on the cover variant rainbow, followed by Ultron on the canvas. Sandman on the clear cut, and then Deathbird on the rainbow. She-Hulk on the cover variant, and then Namor on the canvas. And that will do it for that box. All right, box number 5. Show us a Plexi. I think this is the longest I think we've ever gone without hitting our first Plexi. North Star on the leather, followed by Namorita on the blue tracks. Rogue on the canvas, followed by Night Thrasher on the rainbow. Sandman on the cover variant. And behind him, we're going to have a leather, and that is going to Cyclops on the leather. It's a little Scott Summers action there. Red Prism coming up, and that is going to Professor X, Charles Xavier on the red prism. And for Professor X, he is 131 of 492, followed by Sandman on the canvas. Captain America on the corner box creations, and then Kang on the canvas. Pink lasers coming up. And there you go, Whisker. Shatterstar on the pink lasers. So very nice. We got both of your spots on the board with a parallel. And Shatterstar is 247 of 992. Followed by the Invisible Woman on the leather. Ooh, our first Battle Spectrum card today is Thing versus Hulk. Very nice, and we've been doing very well. Usually hit the full set in every break on the Battle Spectrum. Quasar on the canvas. So see if that remains true today. Kang on the cover variant. Followed by Weapon Omega on the clear cut. Silver Surfer on the corner box creations. And then Thor on the canvas. Johnny Blaze, I should say, on the cover variant blue tracks. Followed by Sauron on the clear cut. Quasar on the cover variant, and then Jean Grey on the canvas. And last pack here of box number 5. We're going to have the White Queen on the cover variant rainbow, followed by Quicksilver on the clear cut. So we can find a box that does not have Adam Warlock. All right, box number 6. Can you show us some low numbered action? We haven't found anything under red prism yet. Thor on the cover variant, and then Iron Man on the canvas. And there you go again. Whisker is on fire. Shatterstar on the lenticular. Very, very nice. Human Torch on the rainbow. So that is already a good showing for you. Both characters with a lenticular. Super Scroll on the canvas. And then Hawkeye on the blue tracks. Ooh, and then finally we're going to get our first Plexi. So our rainbow in the back is going to Kingpin. And our Plexi, that is going to Black Panther on the Plexi. Nice hit for the Black Panther spot. And hopefully we can go to hit our usual numbers, because we usually see 6 to 7 Plexis per case. But it took a while for our first one today. Star-Lord on the Fantastic covers. Followed by Dr. Octopus on the canvas. Ooh, very nice. We do have a Seismic Gold, everybody. Alright, good luck. Our Seismic Gold is going to the Nova spot on the Seismic Gold cover variant. Very, very nice. Congrats to the Nova spot. And he is 28 of 92 on the Seismic Gold. And behind him, we're going to have a lenticular going to Quicksilver. Thanos on the corner box creations. Followed by the Enchantress on the clear cut. Jean Grey on the cover variant. And then we're going to have Venom on the canvas. Oh, heck yeah. Any spot when you get a Seismic Gold or better, you are doing very well. Cable on the corner box creations. And Nova adding to the stack with a clear cut. And he goes very good with like his costume. Goes very good on the gold. And then Darkhawk on the blue tracks. Followed by Nick Fury on the canvas. But hopefully we can hit another one today too. Because we have had a couple cases with 2 Seismic Golds. So hopefully this is one of those cases. Iron Man on the cover variant. And then Gambit on the clear cut. And final pack here of box number 6. Rogue on the cover variant rainbow. Followed by Red Skull on the canvas. Alright, box number 7. Can you top box 6? We would love to see some more low numbered action in back-to-back boxes. Feral on the cover variant, and then Black Widow on the canvas. Namorita on the lenticular. Followed by Venom on the rainbow. Moon Knight on the canvas. And then Sandman on the blue tracks. Oh, and we got another lenticular coming up. Our rainbow in the back is going to Silver Surfer. And our lenticular, that is going to the Blob on the lenticular. So congrats to the Blob spot on getting a lenticular. And that is our second battle spectrum. This one is Silver Surfer versus Thanos. So we have found 2 of the 5 so far. And then Iceman on the canvas. Ooh, so box number 7 was even better than 6. We got an Emerald Surge to 10 coming up. Good luck, everybody. Oh, man, I know those shoulders. That is the Menacing Kingpin on the Emerald Surge. Wow, nice hit for the Kingpin spot. Very, very cool. And for Kingpin, he is 4 of 10 on the Emerald Surge. Very cool to find such low numbered action in the box. And then Deathbird on the lenticular. Black Panther on the corner box creations, followed by Sleepwalker on the clear cut. Speedball on the cover variant, and then Electro on the canvas. Oh yeah, for sure. Whoever has Wilson Fisk, they just got themselves a mighty fine card. Captain America on the fantastic covers, and then Scarlet Witch on the clear cut. And then Adam Warlock in the back of the pack, but I think that's the only one he's been in for this box. Blue Tracks coming up, and that is Deathbird on the cover variant Blue Tracks. Followed by Bishop on the canvas. And oh no, there's Warlock back to his familiar position. Night Thrasher on the cover variant, and then Cyclops on the clear cut. And guess who? Iron Man on the cover variant Rainbow. Followed by a little more Shatterstar action, this time on the canvas. And a man that needs no introduction. So that brings us to box number 8. But man, 6 and 7 were both solid. We saw a Seismic Gold in 6. And then 7 was like, hold my beer. And gave us the Emerald Surge. Thing on the canvas. And there's Adam Warlock back to the back of the pack. We do have a lenticular. And that is Sabretooth on the lenticular. Followed by Moon Knight on the rainbow. Black Cat, Felicia Hardy on the canvas. Followed by Thor on the blue tracks. Oh, and we do have another Plexi coming up. Our rainbow in the back is going to Iceman. And our Plexi. Oh, we know who it is. We see the claws. It is Wolverine on the Plexi. Nice hit for the Wolverine spot on the Plexi. So it took a while, but now we're finding plenty of Plexis. I think that is our third so far. Star-Lord and Rocket on the corner box creations. And then we're going to have a hollow foil. And that is going to Red Skull on the hollow foil. Pink Lasers coming up. And that is going to Havoc on the Pink Lasers. And behind him we're going to have Cyclops on the lenticular. And for Havoc on the Pink Lasers, he is 434 of 992. And that is our third on the Battle Spectrum spot. It is Captain America versus Red Skull. So very nice. We are we've hit 3 and only need 2 more for the full set. Then Speedball on the clear cut. Pink Lasers coming up. And that is going to Quicksilver on the cover variant Pink Lasers. And for Quicksilver, he is 664 of 692. Followed by Havoc on the canvas. Corner box creations for Thing and Human Torch. So that is another one we will put to the side. But we usually do run into two of them, so both spots should get one. Jubilee on the clear cut. But if not, we will random it at the end of the break. Hobgoblin on the Blue Tracks cover variant. Followed by Bullseye on the canvas. Cover variant for Johnny Blaze. Followed by Dormammu on the clear cut. And final pack here of box number 8. That is Venom on the rainbow cover variant. Mephisto on the canvas. Alright, box number 9. Let's go low one more time. And we should still see our Metallurgy as well. Ghost Rider on the leather. Followed by Thanos on the blue tracks. She-Hulk on the canvas. And then Magneto on the rainbow. Venom on the cover variant. And then Major Victory on the leather. Ooh, we got a red Prism coming up. And that is going to Cable on the red Prism. And for Cable, he is 396 of 492. Followed by Nomad on the canvas. Yeah, Eric, we actually did. We pulled 2 of them now. We back-to-back breaks. We ended up finding the Magneto Lenticular. I was pretty stoked about it. One of them was in our color break, and the other one, I believe, was character break number 7. Black Panther on the Fantastic covers. Followed by Weapon Omega on the canvas. But I was really stoked to see it, because that was one card I wanted to see in person. And it took us a while to find one, but we ended up finding one and then another one right after that. Juggernaut on the pink lasers. And for Juggernaut, he is 495 of 992. And then Morbius on the leather. Doctor Strange on the corner box creations. Followed by Farrell on the canvas. Nick Fury on the cover variant. And then nice, the Man Without Fear, Daredevil on the clear cut. Ooh, very cool. That is Battle Spectrum number 4. And this one is Spider-Man versus Venom. So very cool. We have found 4 of the 5 already. And then Speedball on the canvas. I think all we're missing is Wolverine versus Sabretooth now. Red Prism coming up, and that is going to Dr. Octopus on the cover variant Red Prism. And for Doc Ock, he is 183 of 292. Followed by Nomad on the clear cut. Red Skull on the cover variant. And then Night Thrasher on the canvas. Kang on the rainbow cover variant. And then finally a little Doom action with Dr. Doom on the clear cut. And that takes us to the halfway point of the break. 9 boxes in, 9 to go. But first 9 was pretty solid. Let's see if our next 9 have some more low numbered action for us. So we did see a Seismic Gold and an Emerald Surge in the first 9. So come on, last 9. Give us more of the same. Daredevil on the cover variant. Followed by Human Torch on the canvas. And we have another lenticular. This one is going to the strong guy. Followed by Johnny Blaze on the rainbow. Kingpin on the canvas. Followed by Galactus on the blue tracks. Oh, we have another Plexi in this one. So our rainbow in the back is going to Darkhawk. And our Plexi. That is Loki, the God of Mischief on the Plexi. So nice hit for the Loki spot. I don't think we've seen anything for him. So good way to get on the board for Loki. She-Hulk on the corner box creations. Followed by a hollow foil for Doc Ock. So nice hit for Doc Ock. And then Lizard right behind him. There we go. We have found some Doctor Doom action for you. Doctor Doom on the pink lasers. So very cool. Congrats. As you said, this is the third time that you got him, Murphine, and we have found some numbered action for you. And for Doctor Doom, he is 137 of 992 on the pink lasers. And then we're going to have Thanos on the lenticular. Spider-Man on the fantastic covers. And then Juggernaut on the clear cut. And let's see if we can add something more to you for Doom. Elektra on the cover variant. And then Mr. Sinister on the canvas. Iron Man on the corner box creations. And then Archangel on the clear cut. That is Ultron on the cover variant blue tracks. Followed by Deathlock on the canvas. Nightmare on the cover variant. And then Sue Storm, the Invisible Woman on the clear cut. And final pack here of box number 9. Quasar on the rainbow cover variant. And then Luke Cage on the canvas. All right, number 10. What do you got for us? Super Scroll on the cover variant. And then that is Deathlock on the wood. Nice hit for the Deathlock spot. And that is our second wood of the case. And we usually do hit 2 to 3 per case. So see if we have one more left. Daredevil on the canvas. Followed by Mr. Sinister on the rainbow. Nova on the leather. And then Doctor Strange on the blue tracks. Oh, very nice. We have our case hit. Metallurgy coming up. So our rainbow in the back is going to Deathlock. Good luck, everybody, on the metal case hit. Oh, I see the chair. That is going to Charles Xavier, Professor X on the Metallurgy. Very, very nice hit for the Professor X spot. Congrats. Thor on the fantastic covers. And then Super Scroll on the hollow foil. And we do have a pink lasers coming up. And that is going to Sleepwalker on the pink lasers cover variant. And for Sleepwalker, he is 465 of 692. And then cool, it is Hobgoblin on the lenticular. Daredevil on the corner box creations, followed by Thanos on the clear cut. Hulk on the corner box creations, and then Elektra on the canvas. Thanos on the rainbow corner box creations. And then Kang on the clear cut. That's interesting. I don't know which character I would say is the best that I've hit so far for the metals. Sandman on the rainbow cover variant. And then Nightmare on the canvas. Super Skrull on the clear cut. And then Cage on the rainbow. But they are very cool cards, and like you can kind of, when you open one of those packs, you can tell that they're the metal just because you can feel the cold. Doc Ock on the cover variant, followed by Hulk on the canvas. Yeah, and hopefully we can find something nice for you, Flez. We haven't seen much of Beast or Nightcrawler yet, but we still do have 7 boxes to go in this one. Oh, very nice. That is the second one. So each spot is going to get one with a Thing and Human Torch on the corner box creations. Followed by Quasar on the clear cut. Yeah, sorry, Muncho. Hopefully we can find some Moon Knight for you. Cover variant for the White Queen. Followed by the Enchantress on the leather. And that is one of the things I've noticed with the Marvel products is they can kind of be feast or famine with characters. Like some characters will get multiple parallels, then other characters will just get base. Hawkeye on the canvas. And then Weapon Omega on the rainbow. And that is Loki, the God of Mischief, on the leather. Followed by Captain Britain on the blue tracks. And Adam Warlock in his familiar position. Doctor Strange on the canvas. And then Farrell on the rainbow. Star-Lord and Rocket and on the corner box creations. And then we're going to have a holo foil. Very nice. That is going to Tony Stark, the Iron Man, on the holo foil. Pink lasers coming up. And that is going to Ultron on the cover variant pink lasers. And behind Ultron, we're going to have Electro on the lenticular. And for Ultron, he was 503 of 692 on the pink lasers. And there's a little Moon Knight for you on the fantastic covers. Followed by Thanos on the canvas. But hopefully we can find a nice parallel for you before we are done today. Star-Lord on the fantastic covers, rainbow. Followed by Doc Ock on the clear cut. Rainbow cover variant for Galactus. Followed by Galactus again, this time on the canvas. Elektra on the clear cut. followed by Speedball on the rainbow. Rogue on the cover variant, and then White Queen on the canvas. And that brings us to our next box. So let's see, this is box number 13. Can it be lucky? I know 13 has a reputation of being unlucky, so let's see if we can have a lucky 13 this round. Captain America on the fantastic covers, followed by Venom on the clear cut. See if we can get a couple spots on the board that have not seen anything yet. Cyclops on the corner box creations, followed by Archangel on the canvas. Silver Surfer on the rainbow corner box creations, followed by Nightmare on the clear cut. Hawkeye on the cover variant rainbow, and then the Enchantress on the canvas. Well, let's hope so today. Come on. Show us something good, number 13. Feral on the clear cut, and then Nightmare on the rainbow. Hey, welcome in, Victor. Nice to see you. And that is Gambit on the cover variant, followed by Loki on the canvas. Mojo on the cover variant. Oh, very nice. It happened again. So we're going to get a double wood pack. And I think because the woods are kind of sticky to the touch. So this has happened a couple times. So first up we have Mr. Sinister on the wood for our third wood of the break. And then you guys already see it. Like he needed another hit. Kingpin on the wood. What a break for the Kingpin spot. Did hit the Emerald Surge earlier, and now the wood. And these are supposed to be one in every 72 packs. So, man, have yourself a break, Kingpin. And that is our fourth wood overall for the case. So, very, very nice. Dormammu on the canvas. And then Daredevil on the rainbow. Captain America on the leather, followed by Morbius on the blue tracks. Scarlet Witch on the canvas. And then Elektra on the rainbow. Black Panther on the corner box creations. Ooh, very nice. That is Thor on the holo foil. Rogue on the pink lasers cover variant. And behind Rogue, we're going to have Havoc on the lenticular. And for Rogue, she is 345 of 692 on the pink lasers. So let's say 13 had a little luck to it. We got a double wood pack. So thank you, box number 13. Sleepwalker on the leather, followed by Major Victory on the blue tracks. Very nice little action for Spidey on the canvas of Spider-Man. And then that is fitting right behind Spidey. We have Venom on the rainbow. That I don't know, Manny. I think we have a couple color breaks lined up, but we will do another full case character break again. Cyclops on the cover variant, followed by Juggernaut on the leather. But I think a lot of it is because we're gearing up for Series 1, Manny. Series 1 is coming out in the early to mid-February. So we are gearing up because we do rip a lot of Series 1. Doc Ock on the red prism. And for Doc Ock, he is 184 of 492. Followed by Wonder Man on the canvas. So a lot of our other breaks will take kind of a back seat or just smaller versions while we're ripping Series 1. Captain Marvel on the corner box creations. Followed by Silver Sable on the canvas. Pink Lasers coming up. And that is going to Night Thrasher on the pink lasers. And for Night Thrasher, he is 917 of 992 on the pink lasers. And then we have Quicksilver on the leather. Not that I have seen, not a complete one. Like, there's some pictures, mock-ups up, so you know, like, certain players are in it. Wolverine on the fantastic covers. Followed by Psylocke on the canvas. But yeah, for anybody wondering why like our listings are a little different right now, it's because we're gearing up for Series 1. Because when it comes to flagship baseball products, we rip a lot of them. Invisible Woman on the cover variant. Followed by Dormammu on the clear cut. Because we still don't know exactly how big we're going to go for Series 1. There's been discussions of 40 to 50 cases. So we will probably go pretty big. Thor on the corner box creations. And then Doctor Doom on the canvas. Deathlock on the cover variant blue tracks. Followed by North Star on the clear cut. Nova on the cover variant, and then Sauron on the canvas. Captain Britain on the cover variant rainbow, followed by Major Victory on the clear cut. No, believe it or not, Eric, it's been almost a year because they release it early, mid-February every year. But there's just so many products, you know, like we just keep on ripping different products. And then a lot of like Topps Chrome and stuff, they're all off of flagship, off Series 1. So you'll see a lot of the same photos for baseball. Ghost Rider on the cover variant. And finally a little Hank McCoy action, Beast on the canvas. Love to find a parallel before we are done today. That is right. We have not seen a PMG yet either. And we have yet to go a whole case without finding one. Doc Ock on the lenticular. It's a little more action for the Dr. Octopus spot. Followed by Nick Fury on the rainbow. But we did have one case where it took it all the way down to the final box. Jubilee on the canvas. Followed by Ghost Rider on the blue tracks. It really does. And the older you get, the quicker time goes. It's just crazy how it works. We do have a rainbow for Red Skull. And our lenticular, Plexi is going to Doctor Strange. So very nice. We have not seen anything for Doctor Strange. So adding a Plexi. Very cool. Congrats to the Doctor Strange spot. Spider-Man on the corner box creations. Followed by Sleepwalker on the canvas. Pink lasers coming up. And that is going to the one true Goblin, the Green Goblin on the pink lasers. And for Green Goblin, he is 95 of 992. And then a lenticular of Blob right behind him. Deathlock on the fantastic covers. Followed by Namorita on the clear cut. Major Victory on the cover variant, and then Juggernaut on the canvas. Namor on the corner box creations, and then the White Queen on the clear cut. Luke Cage on the Blue Tracks cover variant, and then Quicksilver on the canvas. Morbius on the cover variant, and then Thor on the clear cut. And final pack here of box number 15. Namorita on the cover variant rainbow, followed by Captain America on the canvas. All right, box number 16. You've been keeping us waiting for a PMG. Are you the one to show us a precious metals gem? Loki on the cover variant, followed by Beast on the leather. Sabretooth on the canvas, and then Iron Man on the rainbow. Jubilee on the leather, followed by Scarlet Witch on the blue tracks. Hey! We got one, everybody. That is a red PMG coming up. All right, good luck, everyone. Who is going to get the Precious Metals gem? Oh, that's going to be a cool one. Going out to the Magneto spot on the red PMG. Very awesome. Congrats to the Magneto spot. We have not seen anything for you. But if you get a red PMG, your break is good. Very, very nice. And for Magneto, he is 79 of 100 on the red PMG. And then Tombstone on the canvas. And Super Scroll on the rainbow. Now can we be lucky and see a second one? Because we have had a couple cases with 2 PMGs. Quasar on the hollow foil. Pink Lasers coming up. And that is going to Tombstone on the Pink Lasers cover variant. And behind him, we're going to have Wonder Man on the lenticular. And he was 676 of 692 for Tombstone on the Pink Lasers. Iron Man on the corner box creations, followed by Hulk on the clear cut. Captain America versus Red Skull on the Battle Spectrum. And I do believe that is a double up. I still think we're lacking the Wolverine and Sabretooth for the full set. Shadowcat on the canvas. But that is our 5th Battle Spectrum overall, but second one of Captain America versus Red Skull. And speaking of second one also for Thing versus Hulk, but this is the rainbow version. Very nice. These are one in, I believe, 320 packs for the Rainbow Battle Spectrum. So very cool to have hit 6 Battle Spectrums overall today. Speedball on the clear cut. But we still need Wolverine versus Sabretooth for the full set. Gambit on the rainbow cover variant. And finally a little Nightcrawler for you as well on the canvas. See if we can find one big beast or one big Nightcrawler for you. Come on. Now, it depends what you're looking for, because you don't get a whole lot of numbered action out of this. But you do get a lot of different parallels. Jubilee on the clear cut. And for me personally, I love the lenticulars. Dr. Octopus on the rainbow. So if you get at least one lenticular in your box, that'd be alright. But if you're going strictly for numbered stuff, this is not a great product for chasing numbered stuff. And cover variant for North Star, followed by Adam Warlock on the canvas. Because most boxes, you're going to see 2 numbered cards. Some boxes, you will only see 1 numbered card. But if you like lenticulars or hollow foils or clear cuts, like those are the type of parallels you'll find in more abundance in this kind of product. Dormammu on the leather, followed by Mojo on the blue tracks. North Star on the canvas, followed by Hulk on the rainbow. Captain Britain on the cover variant, followed by Scarlet Witch on the leather. Ooh, very cool. We have another Seismic Gold, everybody. All right, who's it going to? That is going to Black Widow on the cover variant Seismic Gold. Very nice. Congrats to the Black Widow spot. And she is 65 of 92 on the Seismic Gold. And then Cyclops on the canvas. But I mean, like a case like this is considered very good for low numbered action. And there's our final one. It is Wolverine versus Sabretooth on the Battle Spectrum. So we did find the full set for the Battle Spectrum spot today. And then Invisible Woman on the canvas. But I mean, a case like this is actually very good in terms of numbered action. Because we got 2 Seismic Golds to 92. And then the Emerald Surge to 10. Plus a red PMG to 50. Venom on the Corner Box Creations. And then Nova on the canvas. Pink Lasers coming up. And that is going to Mojo on the Pink Lasers. And for Mojo, he is 675 of 992. Followed by Archangel on the canvas. Namorita on the cover variant. And then Beast on the clear cut. Still hoping we have one numbered card for you with either Beast or Nightcrawler. But we are running out of packs. Dazzler on the cover variant. And then Ghost Rider on the canvas. Ooh, we do have a red Prism coming up. And that is Mojo. So Mojo went back-to-back on the numbered action. And for Mojo on the red Prism, he is 86 of 292. Followed by Captain America on the clear cut. Hawkeye on the cover variant. And then Major Victory on the canvas. No, I can see that, like, because you want to give yourself the full chance. Because, especially if you like the metal cards. Because they are a case hit, and we have found at least one metal in every case. Actually, exactly one metal in every case. Doctor Strange on the cover variant Rainbow. Followed by Loki on the clear cut. And that brings us to our final box of our character break. And if you're PMG chasing, because they're not guaranteed, but every case we've opened, we found at least one. And I do believe it was either 2 or 3 cases. We found 2 PMGs in a single case. But every case has had at least one. Spider-Gwen on the corner box creations, followed by Ghost Rider on the clear cut. Thanos on the cover variant. And behind him, we're going to have some Gambit action. That is Gambit on the canvas. And very cool, we found a second one. Thor versus Hulk on the double shot. Fantastic covers. So both spots are going to get one. And then Captain Britain on the clear cut. And Magneto on the Blue Tracks cover variant. So a little more action for the Magneto spot. And then Captain Britain on the canvas. Cover variant for Galactus. Followed by Galactus on the clear cut. Thanos on the cover variant Rainbow. And then Namorita on the canvas. Doctor Strange on the cover variant. And then Morbius on the canvas. And we do have another lenticular. And it is going to Adam Warlock on the lenticular. So a little more action for the Adam Warlock to go with the Tower of base cards. And then She-Hulk on the rainbow. Mojo on the canvas. And then Remy LeBeau, the Gambit on the blue tracks. And we do have a Plexi in this pack. So our rainbow in the back is going to Nomad. And our Plexi is going to Havoc on the Plexi. And final two packs of this one. Nova on the corner box creations. And then Jean Grey on the holo foil. And nice, our final pack is going to have pink lasers. So who is our final numbered card? It is going to the Black Panther spot on the pink lasers. So very nice. We did see a Plexi earlier for Black Panther. And he is 874 of 992. And Professor X with one more hit. This time on the lenticular. He did hit our Metallurgy earlier. And we're going to end the break with Green Goblin. All right, let's see how everything shook out. And we did get very, very low with the Emerald Surge to 10 for Kingpin. Congrats once again to the Kingpin spot on the Emerald Surge. And then we did hit 2 Seismic Golds and our red PMG. So there's our red PMG to 50 for Magneto. Yeah, that is magnificent. And then we hit 2 Seismic Golds. First up, we have Black Widow. And then Nova. And Nova is a pretty nice color match there on the Seismic Gold. And going through our numbered stuff, let's start with the Red Prism cover variants. Strong Guy, Dr. Octopus, and Mojo. And the cover variant Red Prisms are all to 292. Up next, we have our regular Red Prisms, and these are to 492. Ghost Rider, Bullseye, Professor X, Cable, and Dr. Octopus. Next up, we have our pink laser cover variants. Starting off with Human Torch, Kingpin, Bullseye, Quicksilver, Sleepwalker, Ultron, Rogue, and Tombstone. And those are all to 692. Next up are regular pink lasers, and these are to 992. Leading off with Black Panther, Archangel, Namor, Shatterstar, Havoc, Juggernaut, Doctor Doom, Night Thrasher, Green Goblin, and Mojo. Next up, let's go to our shorter numbered hits. First up, the case hit. Metallurgy going to Professor X. Such a nice hit for the Professor X spot. And then our woods, and we did get lucky. We had one pack that had double wood. So Mr. Sinister, Kingpin, Deathlock, and Luke Cage. So very cool. We got 4 woods in that case. Next up, let's look at our Plexis. Havoc, Loki, Wolverine, Blob, Black Panther, and Doctor Strange. So we ended up hitting 6, because I think our first one wasn't until like the 5th box today. Next up, let's go through our lenticulars. They are awesome after all. Oh, you're very welcome, and thanks for joining. Leading off with Professor X, Adam Warlock, Wonder Man, Doc Ock, Blob, Havoc, Electro, Hobgoblin, Strong Guy, Thanos, Sabretooth, Cyclops, Namorita, Deathbird, Shatterstar, Quicksilver, Morbius, and Silver Surfer. Next up, we have our holofoils. Leading off with Jean Grey, Quasar, Thor, Iron Man, Super Skrull, Doc Ock, Red Skull, Venom, and Nick Fury. And last thing we're going to recap today is our blue Traxes. And we're going to start with Remy LeBeau, the Gambit, Magneto, Mojo, Scarlet Witch, Ghost Rider, Luke Cage, Deathlock, Major Victory, Morbius, Captain Britain, Doctor Strange, Galactus, Ultron, Thanos, Hobgoblin, Thor, Deathbird, Sandman, Darkhawk, Hawkeye, Johnny Blaze, Namorita, White Queen, Kang, Quasar, Namor, and finally Rogue. Alright everybody, that is going to do it for this edition of Marvel. Thanks again everybody for joining us. And check our eBay for our next Marvel listings, because we're not going to have as much of a chance to do Marvel here for the next month and a half or so, just because of Series 1. So make sure to get your bids in on our next eBay auctions. But thanks again everybody for joining us, and we will see y'all next time. Bye.